Hello everybody, Brian Oxley here. We got Fury football on the table, tournament I'm running through. We're on game 12 today. It's Dallas against Lone Star. The winner will get Vegas, the Bada Bings, and loser will chop into the losers bracket and play Seattle. I think I got everything set up, got the team set up, marker set up, dice tower this time, scoreboard, and let's get going here. All right, see who gets the ball first. A dot will be Dallas, and it will be Lone Star, Lone Star Glory. They are one of the teams that comes with the game, the new game, and then Dallas is one of the many expansion bundles you can get. All right, so Lone Star midfield, first possession. If you've never seen Fury football before, real quick, each team gets four possessions. They get four downs on each possession to score as many points as they can. If they do score a touchdown, they get a conversion any spot they want. It's a random dice roll, and if they convert, they keep converting until they're stopped. And that's kind of it. I think you'll see how the game plays out. You have play calls using the automatic play call, and then you roll to see what players might be involved in the play. So, all right, Lone Star first down, first possession, and we're going to be looking at the auto defense, auto offense. So they're in the white zone. So 5, they're going to run against a pass defense. So run versus pass. And we're going to be looking on this card, one of these cards, 17. We're going to be looking at pass defense. It's a pass defense. It's a 17, and we're looking at run, which is the down arrow. So it's going to be a long gain. Right off the bat, a long gain. Short gain is a roll of 1 die, medium is 2, and long is 3. That's how many markers they will move on the track. So long gain, let's see what's up here for Lone Star, and it is 10, which is a touchdown. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There it is. Right off the bat, first play of the game. And Lone Star is up 6-0. That was quick. Let's see where they're going to convert from. Convert from the 5, which is the white zone. Convert from the 5. And they are going to call a run play against a gotcha, which is run versus run. And 16, so I'll go back to the run card. 16, run, we're going to be looking at the defender, Dallas defender number 5. That is Sanborn. And on a run, it's a short loss. So it's a short loss of, 6. Not exactly a short loss. So the conversion is no good. And Dallas is going to start their first possession actually in Lone Star territory at the 9, trailing 6-0. All right. So Dallas, right here, offense. White zone, they're going to try a pass play against a react defense. Pass versus react. And we're going to be looking at 18 on the react card. All right. So 18 react. Pass, we're going to be looking at player 12, the star back for Dallas. That is Outlaw. It's incomplete. A square would be a long gain, but he got the circle, so it's just an incomplete pass. And it would be second down. All right, we're going to have a run. Run versus pass here for Dallas. I'm going to be looking at player 7. That is Velasco. And a run, it's a short gain unless it's a triangle. It'll be a short loss, but it's a circle. So he gets a short gain. Short gain for Dallas of 5. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down to the 4. Third down. They're in the red zone now. So a 2 and a 5. So it's going to be a pass against a run. Pass v run for Dallas. On the doorstep there at the 4. We're going to look at 15. So we're looking at the run card out here. Run 15. And they're passing, so it's going to be a short gain. Short gain of 5. Touchdown. Touchdown, Dallas. So the TNT tie the game, and now they will convert. And let's see. They will convert from the 3. And try a 3-point conversion. See if they can take the lead. In the red zone, so they're going to pass against a gotcha. So pass versus pass. Let's see if they can punch it in. And we're going to be 20. Alright, so 20 we're going to be looking at the star back, which is outlaw, and on a pass it will be didn't get the square, which would have been a long gain, so it's incomplete as it stands now. But on a 20 we have to roll on this other chart. There could be injuries to players, there could be offensive penalty or defensive penalty. So let's see what happens here. Obviously Dallas is hoping for a defensive penalty because they were incomplete, and it is a 3. So nope, that's going to be an injury. So the play will stand. It'll be, the conversion will be no good. And we're going to have to look to replace Herbert here, who's a pretty decent defender. Tough break for Lone Star. Interception on the pass, short loss on a run, and he's injured on a triangle. Well, he got injured anyway. Let's see here. Who do we got? Probably go with this guy here. We'll go with Dylan. He's a lineman, but for the sake of this, we can stick him in there. We got a couple backs, so nothing hurt. So Lone Star will take over. Second possession. Their second possession at their own 3. All right. 4 and 3. So we're in the red zone. So it's going to be a run. Run against react. Run versus react. We get a 9. So we're going to be looking at Lone Star player number 9. That's Villegas. And on a run, it is a touchdown. Wow. Touchdown. Just like that. 17 marker touchdown for Lone Star. So that will put them up 12-6. And they will try to convert. That came out of nowhere for sure. They're going to try a three marker conversion. They're in the red zone here, obviously, so they're going to run play against a pass defense. Run versus pass from the 3. We get a 1, so we're going to be looking at player 1. That's Nugent, and on a run, it's a short loss. Mark that first. Short loss of 5. So the conversion's no good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're going to Dallas is going to start their second possession at their own 8-yard line. But they trail 12-6 on after that big play by Lone Star to take the lead. All right, Dallas ball, first down, their own 8. They're going to pass against a run defense. Pass versus run. We're going to look at that player 8 for Dallas. That is Gary. And a pass, it's a medium gain. A square would be a sack, but he got the circle. So it's a medium gain. Let's see how much. Medium gain of 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Into Lone Star territory at the 7 here. Second down. Alright, white zone. We've got a pass play versus a react defense. Pass versus react. So Lone Star coming after them. And a 9 again. So again, let's see. That is a Mador. I guess it was 8 last time. This time it's 9. Pass play, long gain, unless it's a triangle, be incomplete, but he got the circle, so it's a long gain. Good chance here with 3 dice to get 7. And they did. Yep, touchdown. They got 10. So Dallas comes right back. Scores on their second possession. So we're tied at 12. Tied at 12. They're going to go for the conversion of 5. They're going to go 5-point conversion. They'll be in the white zone here. Let's see what they dial up. They are going to call a run play against a run defense. So run v run. We're looking at player 10. That's Eldridge on a run. It's a long gain. A triangle would be a short loss, but he got the circle, so a long gain. Really good chance here. They just need 5. And did they get it? Yep, they got it. Barely. 7. But that's good enough. For the conversion. And they're up 17-12, and they will get to convert again. From the 3 this time. Now back into the orange zone. They're going to pass play against a pass defense. I'm looking at 18. That's not going to be good. I can tell you that right now. 18 pass interception. So no good on that conversion. Outlaw is picked off. So Lone Star will take over their third possession at their own 3-yard line. And they're down 17-12. So third possession, first down. Lone Star with the ball at their own 3. Here we go. It's going to be a run. Run versus react. And we're looking at player 10. That's O'Donnell. And on the run, it's a medium gain. A square is a long gain. He got the square. So a long gain for Lone Star here. Long gain of, only 7. But it is 7, so that'll move them out to midfield for second down. All right, they're going to call audible against a run defense, so obviously they'll call a pass. So pass versus run from midfield. Looking at player 5 for Dallas. That is Sanborn. And against the pass, it's a medium gain. Unless it's a square, it'd be incomplete. Oh, I got the circle. So couldn't quite stop that one. So they're going to get a medium gain of 9. Oh, just short. Down to the 1. So third down for Lone Star at the Dallas 1. And Lone Star trails 17-12. So score here, they're giving the lead. Let's see what happens. Orange zone. So it's going to be a run play against a run defense. Run versus run. And 17. Probably not good. 17 run. Yep, short loss. Short loss of just 2 though. Not terrible. But now they're at fourth down at the 3. Fourth down at the 3. Well, let's just see what happens. Don't really want to call an audible down here, but we'll let it play like it plays. Okay, they didn't call an audible. They're going to call a run play. They're in the red zone still. Run play against a pass defense. Run versus pass. Let's see if it works out for Dallas here. And we're going to be looking at player 5. That is Palacios. Run play, no gain. Square would be a short loss. It's not a short loss, but it also is a no gain. So that's going to be a loss on downs, and Dallas is going to take over for the third possession at their own 3. But they did stop them. So we'll see if they can move the ball down and put some more points on the board. Orange zone. Run play. Run defense. Looking at 16 run. We're looking at player 5 for the run, and that is Palacios again. No gain, square, short loss. Uh-oh. Short loss. Could be looking at a defensive touchdown here, which would be huge for Lone Star right now. Yep. Defensive touchdown for Lone Star. So they're going to get 6 points for the defensive touchdown. And now they are going to get to convert on Dallas's dime per se. So let's see what they're going to do here. I usually roll 2 for this. They're going to go for 8 because they're going to get the ball at midfield no matter what. So they're going to try to convert for 8. The 1-point lead. So let's see. More white zone. They're going to pass against the pass. I don't think that's going to work. 14 pass, yeah, interception. But they have the lead. They have a 1-point lead. And now they're going to get to take their 4th possession starting at midfield because of the defensive touchdown. They'd really like to score here. They'd like to have more than a 1-point lead because Dallas is still going to get 1 more possession. They've only had 3. So white zone, going to be a run versus a fury. I think that's the very first fury defense called in the game. And we're We're going to be looking for Lone Star, player 8. That is Grimes in a run. It'd be a short gain. A square will be a medium gain. He got the circle. So short gain of 2. Short gain of 2. So we got to the 8. Dallas 8, second down. In the white zone, pass versus react. Dallas would love a turnover here. Let's see what happens. Maybe 18, so we're going to get the react card. 18, pass. We're going to be looking at the Lone Star back. That is Spears on a pass, medium gain, triangle long gain. So it's going to be a medium gain. So they didn't get to him. Needs 8. And he gets it. So touchdown for Lone Star. That will extend their lead to 24-17. Okay, let's see here. What will they do conversion-wise? What are they thinking? They're going to go for 3. Try to convert from the 3. They're going to pass. It's in the red zone. They're going to pass against a react. It worked the last play, so let's see what happens here. Pass versus react. And we get a 20 again. Alright. Excuse me. So, I'm going to be looking at the star back for pass, and that is Outlaw. Be incomplete again, like it was the last time, unless he got a square, and he didn't. So, it's as it stands, it's an incomplete pass. But we got to see what the extra stuff is after the play. And 14. So 14 is a penalty on the offensive player. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, so it's a penalty on Lone Star. I think I looked at the wrong guy. Am I looking at the wrong guy? Shoot. Let's see. Well, it was a pass. So it would be a medium gain. I know it wasn't a triangle. I'm pretty sure it wasn't. Either way, they would have scored, but it's not going to count because they got the offensive penalty. Boy, I messed that up pretty good. All right. So either way, if they would have scored or not scored, there's a penalty on the offense. Sorry, I screwed that up. So the conversion's no good, but they're going to have to roll for the penalty, and that's how many points Dallas is going to get because of the penalty. You can get 5 points on the penalty. It's going to make it 22-24. Okay, so the conversion was no good. Penalty. So Dallas will take over their 4th possession at their own 3, first down, trailing by 2. Okay, I think I'm back on track here. I got off there with looking at the wrong guy. I don't think it mattered because of the penalty, thankfully. So we'll just go with it. Mistakes happen. All right, so first down. Let's see what Dallas is going to do. It's kind of do or die. They know what they got to do. I mean, they can score and win it, or they don't. Maybe there's could be a penalty in between. Never know. Let's see what happens. So we got in the red zone. So it's going to be a run against a run. Run versus run for Dallas here. We're going to look at 16 on the run. Oh boy. 16 on the run. Looking at player 5. Just a no gain. Man, if they would have got the square, that would have been a short loss and another possible defensive touchdown. But as it stands, no gain. And it'll be second down. All right, red zone. They're going to run this time again, and this is going to be against a react defense. Run versus react. We're going to be looking at player 7. That is Velasco. And run, it's a short gain, triangle short loss. Didn't get the triangle, so it's a short gain. I'm going to get a little bit of movement here. A lot of movement actually with a 6. Holy moly. Alright, so they're up to the 9. Their own 9, third down. Alright, they're going to pass. White zone, pass versus pass. Looking at player 4 for Lone Star. That is Bradshaw against the pass. Oh, that's a sack. It's a sack by Bradshaw. A loss of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow. Back to the 5. And it is fourth down. Well, this is it. Dallas trails by 2. Fourth down at their own 5. They need something big here. I'm tempted just to call a play and then roll for the defense. You know what? I think I'm going to do that. Boy. Well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to roll. I'm just going to roll. Whatever happens, happens. And they are going to... They're going to pass against a pass defense. Okay. I probably was going to pass, but I feel better just letting it play out. I was hoping they wouldn't audible and get a gotcha, but... Alright, here we go. Pass versus pass. I tell you what, Outlaw's got that touchdown. Or, who was it here? Blue has a touchdown on a pass. Unless he gets a triangle and penalized, but let's just see what happens. Pass versus pass, fourth down. Dallas, their own 5-yard line, trailing by 2. And we get a 6. So we're going to let defender 6. That's Hall against the pass. It's a sack. Circle, he'd be injured. He's not injured. It's just a sack. I guess it could be a defensive touchdown. And it is. Oh my gosh. So Lone Star with the defensive touchdown didn't need the extra points, but they'll take it, and they're going to win this one 30-22. So they will advance in the tournament. They also fall into the consolation bracket. Pretty good game, back and forth. Of course, I had to mess up there in the third possession. I think in the end, I think it was right what ended up happening. So hopefully that's the case. I think the penalty would have wiped out whatever would have happened, a score or incomplete. So, but so yeah, that was game 12 of my tournament. Again, Lone Star, the Glory, they beat the Dallas TNT 30-22. I'll have some more games on. Hopefully, I think I like the setup. Hopefully, like I said, I'll listen back. Hopefully, the dice tower wasn't too annoying, and didn't do too bad. I thought I did a little better keeping track of stuff up here. Obviously, the score is really the main thing I want to have on the screen, so at any time you know what the score is. But yeah, I mean, Dallas had the lead. It was 17-12. But then Lone Star got that defensive touchdown. Then they scored on their fourth possession to extend it from a 1-point lead. A little iffy there. They got the penalty that drew Dallas within 2, but they were able to hold them off there with a couple sacks on the last 2 plays. So hopefully you enjoyed watching. We will talk at you later. Have a good rest of the day. Bye.